welcome once again to Caleb Blake's Books. Today I have another TBR video for you for the month of July 2024. Got 5 books on my TBR for this month, finishing one up as well from June. And so I guess we'll get right into it, got some cool stuff coming. So first things first, I'm going to be finishing up reading Mistborn: The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, which was my reread for the month of June, which will be only a couple, probably the first couple days in June. In July I'll be finishing that up. And then for my reread for the month of July, I am planning to do the next book in the trilogy, which is The Well of Ascension. At the moment I'm recording this, have not finished The Final Empire yet. I'm about halfway through it right now. Recording this a few days before it goes out. But I am really loving my time with it, and so I fully expect that I will also love The Well of Ascension, revisiting that again. The first time I read this trilogy, The Well of Ascension was actually my favorite book in the trilogy. I really enjoyed this one a lot, so I'm curious what I will think of it now, especially considering that a lot of the time I see this get placed as people's least favorite in the trilogy. So I'm curious if my thoughts on it may change a little bit, but I'm very excited to read it regardless because I'm really enjoying my time with the first book and I'm really excited to continue the trilogy. The next 2 books that I have to talk about are the next 2 books in the Star Wars The New Jedi Order series, still continuing to try to get through this thing. First one up is a holdover from last month that I did not get to, sadly, which is Force Heretic 3. This one, I thought the first 2 books in the Force Heretic trilogy were decent, not amazing, not like terrible, like they were just like okay. Probably some of my least favorite books in the series. Not bad or anything though, that just didn't do a whole lot for me, but I've heard from several people that this is the best book in the trilogy, so hopefully I enjoy it. And then I have the next book in the series, which is The Final Prophecy, which is a pretty short one. I thought about putting this one off into August, because originally I was hoping to read the last couple books in the series this month, but since I wasn't able to get to Force Heretic 3 in June, I ended up pushing that into July, and then I'm just going to finish up the series next month is the plan. But this one is pretty short, so it shouldn't take me too long. And that's part of the reason why I still included it in this month, because I was trying to figure out if I should do it for August or not, but I got a couple pretty long books planned for August, so I figured I could squeeze it in here. But I've heard good things about this one as well, so again, very excited to read this, very excited to be so close to the end of the series. The next book that I have here is also a book in a series and continuing one that I was reading last month. 4 out of the 5 books that I had planned for this month are continuations of what I was reading last month. And that is Of Darkness and Dawn by Will White. This is the 4th book that I'm reading in the Elder Empire series. This is the 2nd book specifically of the Shadow trilogy. And at the moment I'm recording this, I still haven't finished the prior book of Dawn and Darkness, but I am enjoying it. Not loving it, but I'm enjoying it. But when I read the first book in the Shadow trilogy, that was my favorite book out of the first couple of books that I read. Still is probably my favorite one so far, and so I am looking forward to continuing that particular side of this storyline. I'm hoping I enjoy it, and I think it'll be fun, and I have been enjoying this series, so I think whether I love it as much as the first book or not, I think I'll still have a good time with it. The final book on my TBR for this month is the one standalone on this list, and that is Revival by Stephen King. Reading another Stephen King book. I read Carrie earlier this year and absolutely loved it. I read Salem's Lot last October, absolutely loved it. Carrie is, I think, one of my favorite books that I read this year. Easily, definitely top 3. I absolutely had a great time with it, and I've been very excited to read more Stephen King. As of right now, on my shelves, I've got The Stand and I've got Revival. I was trying to figure out which one to read first, but Revival is the one that, out of all of his books, is one of the most intriguing ones to me, just due to the subject matter and the themes that it seems to be playing with, and I've heard it's actually really good too. It's one of his more recent books, but I've heard it's actually really, really good, and so I'm very excited to read this one. I hope I enjoy it because I have been very excited to read it. Seems very much up my alley, and so I'm really looking forward to that one. So more Stephen King on the channel, yay! So we're really excited to read that. So that is pretty much it for my TBR, the 5 books that I'm planning to get through. Really looking forward to all of these. I'm very excited to read Revival. I'm very excited to be getting close to done with the New Jedi Order and continuing Mistborn and all that stuff. A lot of stuff here that I'm really looking forward to. So let me know in the comments if you have read any of these and what you thought of them, if so, and any books that you might be planning to read this month, or what you're currently reading, or whatever. Let me know in the comments. So that's pretty much it for this video. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.